here is a question and a challenge for those who hold to the traditional view. See, this verse says that when a verse is abrogated, or a revelation is abrogated, or a sign is abrogated, or caused to be forgotten, there can be two results. That's it. نَأْتِ بِخَيْرٍ مِنْهَا أَوْ مِثْلِهَا. There are only two options. Option number one, okay, is that Allah would send down one that is better than it. That is option number one. Number two, Allah would send down one that is exactly like it, one that is similar to it. So then ask the people who hold the view that, for example, that there was a verse in the Quran that talked about stoning people to death, which says that الشيخ والشيخة إذا زنيا فرجموهما البتة. Okay, they use this verse to say that in the Quran there was a certain verse that read, an old man and an old woman, when they commit adultery, then stone the both of them. So this verse, they take it as meaning that, okay, this verse was in the Quran and it was abrogated later on. So then my question is, when you look at the verse in the Quran that talks about abrogation, this verse, it gives us two options. What would happen if a verse was abrogated? If we go with the traditional understanding, what would happen if a verse is abrogated? There are two things. Either Allah reveals one that is better than it, or Allah reveals one that is exactly like it. So I ask, if it is true that this verse had been abrogated, the verse of stoning, if it had been abrogated, where is the verse that is better than it or that is similar to it within the Quran? That is a very important question. If it is true that God did in fact abrogate the verse of stoning, where is the verse that is better than it or that is similar to it? Because only those two are options in the Quran as per this verse. Only two things would happen if a verse is abrogated or if a verse is caused to be forgotten. That Allah would reveal one that is better than it, or Allah would reveal one that is exactly like it. So if Allah were to reveal a certain verse according to this narrative, and that verse is caused to be forgotten, so people don't remember it anymore for some reason, what would happen is that Allah would reveal one that is exactly like it, okay, or would reveal one that is better than it, so that people don't lose, you see, the recitation.